Hello, hello.
Hi. I'll be right back. I need to get decurse installed. I keep forgetting it.
Gather, servants of the void. It is time to receive my gift.
Come on.
Those who are worthy shall be remade through its power.
No.
I was doing the preparing my stream. I didn't use my dash move.
If
That's
Vexiona and
good.
her dragonflight wish to be cast into darkness, then let us help them on their way.
Rathian, I look forward to reuniting you with your father.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh.
Cut his finger.
How do you manage that?
On a razor blade that was in the shower. He was grabbing for his soap, I guess, and knocked it down and went to pick it up.
I don't know where to go. I'm standing here kind
Go
of
to
lost.
the right, on the right, wherever Soccer Ball Mom is. And then you go through that room, and then there's an elevator on the back side. If you want, I can come down and you can't find it.
I was just with you guys. This can't be the right way.
It's just keep to the right, go up the stairs and hang a right, and then go inside the building.
There's no stair. There are stairs only go down right here. Or is there those stairs? It's an elevator.
Oh no! Well, I can help you find it now. Hold on.
This can't be the right way.
So you just no.
Oh, I came up.
You went the wrong way. You went back.
So who cut their finger?
My son.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's alright. Just started freaking out about all the blood.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
You have a son?
I have two sons.
Do they play WoW?
Not really. They're both too young.
Nonsense. You got to start them then.
I have 3 children, and one that's 25 and 19, and they both play.
Mine are 6 and 4, and they have characters on my account.
So they suck, you say?
Beware.
Oh yeah.
They enjoy the comms.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna enjoy it after we just insult.
Beware.
It's an Oldham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in combat. I can put a stone up in a minute.
Beware.
Sounds gonna take forever though, this little
Yeah.
DPS.
Beware.
Okay. Might have you heal tonight, Fit.
Beware.
Depends on how late Haley's gonna be.
Summoning stone, don't fall.
Yeah, too late. One more person. Clicky, clicky.
Oh, Fit, you're out of combat, right? Don't heal someone.
I'm
I was
in
gonna res. I
combat.
was gonna res batch. Want me to res?
Just come click, even if you are in combat, you could still click it.
But I have to clicky my key.
Oh, I see. You're summoning. I thought you were wiping and you wanted me to res.
Yeah, this trash will take all day without our DPS here.
Beware.
Siri's already here. Siri, when did you get here?
He's ready to go.
Beware. Beware.
That's better. Actually,
Beware.
but don't pull the last guy, the big guy that spawned after this trash bag.
Fucking bastard. I couldn't even get out of there. So I wanted to click on this little Gift of the Void thing, but I'm afraid to because somebody will probably set me up and I'll go somewhere I don't want to go.
It gives you the beam ability that those big guys use. As Ny'Alotha.
Cool.
Alright, so this is mostly a positioning and ad management fight. Phase 2, we're going to want kind of as much room as possible in a straight line because we're going to have to be running back and forth away from the boss to the boss. There's a tank soak as well, or a soak where everyone else has to help the tank soak. But it's mostly going to be about the first phase because the last phase, kind of like Rodin, is just a throw hero and burn. So during the first phase, we're going to constantly get sets of ads. They're not too bad. Cultists don't do anything until they reach 100 energy. Then they'll turn into Void Descendants, which we obviously don't want to happen, but it's not that bad, really. The Ritualists pretty much just spam cast Void Bolt. It is interruptible. We got grips and chains and things like that to help us stack these guys up and just make sure to get interrupts on them as often as possible. One of the most deadliest guys, though, is the Soul Carver. They will teleport out randomly. I don't think they target players or anything like that. But what they do once they teleport out is they'll just stand there and spin, dealing massive damage to the closest person to. Ideally, that would be a tank, but not only do they kind of spread out, but if it happens during like a transition or something, it can actually get a little chaotic. Fortunately, it can't be interrupted, but they can all be stunned.
Can I get a summon back?
Even things like my imprison, so Bunty, if you ever see that, you can imprison, and the imprison will cancel right away, but the imprison will still stop them from channeling their damage. And like I said, the worst part about this is more about when it happens on transition. And the transition is Vexiona will fly in the air to either one of the sides and breathe down a third of the room. So say X, blue, and green. Each third is bigger than just a third. So the X third actually goes a little bit into the square third. So you'll have to stand, I guess, here to be out of the X breath, but then have to make it all the way to say here to get out of the blue breath. So preferably during the transition phases, we will be in the center to give us the most time to react to the breath. But what I want is all of us being in the same section. So I want the whole raid being in X, the whole raid being in blue, so on and so forth, so that we can guarantee the breath will come there. Because the breath will target a random player, but if everybody is standing in this X quadrant, it'll come down X. So we'll know that we have to move over and so on and so forth. The boss still does the void circles, encroaching shadows. The encroaching shadows is a debuff. When it falls off, you'll drop a void circle underneath you. The way we're gonna be tanking the boss will bring kind of her over here and face her horizontally to the stairs. Basically the way she's facing now, so that everyone can have their backs like I am over here, and we'll drop the pools kind of in the corners right up against the wall, and we'll worry about getting leaving the area clean for as we go across. So at phase 2 we want to be on the other side, and we can use that whole section. Hopefully there'll be no void pools over there, and we can use that whole section for phase 2, since there's a cast where you have to run away from the boss, and the further away you get, the less damage you're going to take. But for the most part, the phase 1 isn't too bad. It's just kill ads, kind of cleave onto the boss. Me and Neil will be picking up the Void Ascendant orb things. Don't know what they're called. Gift of the Void. We'll be able to make a huge beam with this. We're going to save the first one. So the one that this guy gives us, we're going to save until after the first transition. Actually, we're going to save it until just before the second transition. And we're going to nuke down that transition set of ads so that there won't be any sort of ads during the transition, because that can get deadly. Having to deal with the ads while you're also kind of running around for the breath makes things a little awkward. Hero comes at the end when we go into phase 2. It's just like Rodden. It's a nuker at the end kind of deal. But yeah, for the most part, just ad management. Make sure you're interrupting. Make sure you're stunning the soul cleavers. Save your stun, and so on and so forth for the soul cleavers when they do their spiteful assault cast. So that's the thing we really want to stop them from doing. It's a lot of damage to healers. It's a lot of spike damage, so the healers might not be able to respond to it properly. Especially if melee are trying to kill it. If the sex marker is where they kind of teleported to, if two of them teleport there, and as a melee DPS I go over to attack it, I'm gonna just straight up die because both of them will be channeling on the closest person, which is me, and it's just gonna kill you. So if you're gonna go in on that, especially as melee, make sure you pop a stun on something. I think we should probably start more towards the corner over here if everybody wants to come down here.
I need to get closer.
So try and make for sure your first pools are dropped kind of over in this section over here, right against the wall. We really don't want them out in the middle everywhere. Are you able to switch over to heals, Vit?
Yep.
Thanks. We're gonna get some pulls on this before people come. Trin should still be coming. As well, I just wanted to mention there's also, so during the breath phase, there will still be the encroaching shadows, so people need to drop their debuffs. I would say don't worry so much about getting them right to the edge. So the way the breath works, say she'll go down triangle first, and she comes at us. So she flies to the other side. We see her, no problem, triangle, okay. Everybody moves over to blue. Then she's going to come down blue from the other side, which means that if I'm standing here, triangle will not be clear by the time she starts coming down blue. That's why during those transitions we kind of want to be towards the center, but there will be the circles that we're dropping, and preferably not dropping them kind of in the middle of nowhere. But if you're standing too close to the side that she is on or currently doing her breath, then you're probably not going to be able to make it out of the breath in time. Alright, let's see. Perfect, everyone's ready. You grab the boss first, Neil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple!
She's going to have her breath. Make sure not to stand out in front. Ads coming. There's the spiteful assault. If you can see the one guy's doing it. Alright, so this transition, she's flying up in the air.
Show these unbelievers our true power.
Beware.
She's on the far side, she's coming, everyone move to blue.
Beware.
She's gonna be coming down blue, so we're gonna go back over to green.
Shit, my bad.
Yeah, swipe it up.
Beware.
Healers, just watch this. So this annihilation cast right here, if you see tanks getting stacked, you need to dispel that about halfway through, just to reduce the incoming damage. Yeah, it'll add a stacking debuff that obviously makes you take more damage from the annihilation as it goes on. It's best to dispel it about halfway through, and then you can dispel it afterwards. Also, try and focus the add a little bit more. I think that first Void Ascendant probably should have gone down a little bit faster than it did.
That's something was getting me with that. I don't know. It said spiteful something.
Spiteful Assault. So that's the really deadly add.
Okay, so that's what I died from.
Yeah.
Where can I go? Do I need to move away from it? Or?
You could move away from it, but then it's probably going to kill somebody else. It needs to be stuck. I mean, people can take it. I know I used to kind of pop blur when I did this before. I popped blur or something, and that would be able to heal or allow the healers to be able to heal me through it. But it's a lot of damage that guy's doing. It's most beneficial just to stun it. Like anything, I'd take a fear, polymorphs, because then anything you're gonna do to it CC wise will break instantly, preferably. So it's not a problem that way. It's just stopping the cast as fast as possible is one of the best things.
Okay.
Do you have Bash or Typhoon?
I got Typhoon. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, something like that would work. Death Coil, Sheet, Gouge. I don't know. Is there Scatter Shot still a thing?
They have interrupt.
Well, it's not an interrupt. It's got to be a stun or a CC.
No, I got nothing.
I would Cyclone them, but then that displaces them.
Yeah, Cyclones. Can you even Cyclone
It's
anymore?
not,
Isn't that
not Cyclone, I'm
strictly?
sorry, Typhoon.
I'm fine with that because
Okay.
they'll stop their cast.
Right.
Come back to the tanks. So. Yeah, it does. It does a lot of damage, and it's definitely gonna be what kills people in this one. Aside from the breath during transition, most likely.
Can we get a closet for Trent?
The damage there wasn't that bad, right, Neil? For the breaths. Okay. We are somewhat extending. Since we're saving that add instead of popping it right away. During the first 2 phases, we're going to be taking a little bit of extra damage from that breath. So I'll let you take it the full first one, and then probably right when she flies down too for a little bit, You'll have it, and then I'll take it off of. And you'll have, when the Void Ascendant dies, you need to pick up the debuff or the buff she gives out. Gift of the Void. That big annihilation beam. And don't use it until the second just before the second transition, so that we can destroy those ads and won't have the ads up during the transition.
You will suffer for this interruption.
So yeah, try and get her exactly how she is, just a little bit closer to us.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple?
Watch for the first breath.
I will tear your soul to
Much better on the ad that time.
Alright, ads are out. Don't drop a shadow in the center.
Next ads are coming.
My Typhoon's probably going to be on cooldown if someone else can get the interrupt on these.
I don't think these ones have interrupt.
Okay.
Alright, she's gonna be coming down the lane.
If we're all in green, she'll be coming down green. She's going down blue.
She's going down mid, get to green.
Try and get towards the center if you can, remember.
Alright, she's heading down green, get to mid.
Don't stand on this side of the Ascendant. Facing the
Alright, she's
beam.
coming down mid, get back to green.
Do you have the tank thing, Neil? Oh no, it's over there. That kind of bluish red orb. Just pick that up. Don't use it yet. We each have one now.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Ads are out in the back.
Don't interrupt until they start doing their stuff. I'm gonna take it off of you once these ads kind of go down a little bit. I'll take it now.
4, 3, 2.
So use your extra action button against the next ads. That's
Ads are out.
careful for Neil using his annihilation beam.
She's coming down mid, get to green.
I'm sorry, they're right beside me and I didn't do it.
She's coming down green, get to mid. Get these encroaching shadows out, and she's gonna be coming down mid. Get back to green.
We're gonna move over to the X side.
Finish off this ascendant.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me! Tear your soul to shreds!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Next ad throw.
Spirit shattered! Blessed till I die 1,000 times!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls! Show our true power!
Coming down.
She'll be coming down.
Oh,
mid
she's
again.
coming down mid again.
When does she transition? That was pretty close to
40%.
transition.
Violate this temple shall
Hey, I'm logging in.
I want to say something sarcastic, but I can't even think of something.
That kind of day.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh. It's okay, now you just sit down here with us.
Yeah, but I wasted a damn Lightfoot potion. I got hit by the side of the.
Oh, I thought the elevator was going to squish you.
Do you want me to stay heals?
Mm,
The damage factors might be up.
yes, for now. Having an extra healer is obviously going to help with the damage or letting us see the whole thing.
You guys in between pulls right now.
Yeah, on Vex.
And then right. And the summons.
Oh, we got Beast now. Actually, you might stay heals all night.
Yeah, he's trying to better himself, going to school at middle age. No, he's taking some college.
What do you youngsters consider middle age?
50.
Oh,
14.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 50.
I'm still a youngin' then.
Someone please have to change my my traits real quick. Oh, my new helmet.
So
Yeah, someone get back.
needy.
So what's your strat on this one, Tyler?
Don't die.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I mean, this one's not. It's ad management for the most part. Is the difficulty on this. Spiteful summoners are just the worst.
Where are we dropping our pools?
In that back corner over there.
Yeah, so we're gonna move it a little bit more than we did. Because it started to fill up a little bit more on the second transition, so it might be best to say over here for the first transition, and then so for the second transition we'll start on green still, or we'll still be over here in green. Then when we go to blue, instead of going back to green, we'll go over here to X, and after that second transition we can drop them kind of in this corner, and then move across that way, just so we have as much room.
And for these markers, are you calling out where to go or where not?
Where the breath is coming. That's what we've been.
Okay, so you're calling out where not to go.
They've been calling out like go to green.
I've been saying like it's coming down blue, get to green, or it's coming down green, get to blue.
Okay.
There's a fine line with green though.
They all do. So it technically splits it into 3, but that third is fairly big. Like I said, they overlap. The blue and green ones will overlap each other.
Yeah, you want to get to like the dead center of each lane, like line up with the marker.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to shreds!
Don't place pools in front of the boss, so we get hit by the breath.
Yeah,
Try and keep him to the back or the side. Get out. Beast, get out.
Definitely don't place it on the boss.
I'm lagging, I can't move.
Oh.
That hurt.
Res a healer possible or no?
Yeah, if you can get a battle res out on a healer.
I think it's a wipe.
Yeah.
That's why to get
No, we
a
can
battle
recover
res.
Yeah, to save the run, they can mass res.
What happened there?
First
Shattered
in
Resolve.
Shadows?
Oh. No, that was so Shattered Resolve is a tank deep. So this is the one that I thought was actually active on Raden. When Vexiona puts it on the tank, when it expires, the raid will take damage equal to the tank's missing health.
Yeah, so for that, if you are dispelling it, make sure you're dispelling it when the tanks are topped off as high as possible, or the tank with a debuff.
That one's not a dispel.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was nothing to dispel.
Or I guess when they have the mark, just make sure they're getting topped off.
Yeah. Fucking Christ, these elevators against me.
Yeah, that's the one. So it deals a bunch of damage every second for 6 seconds, and when it expires. does a burst of damage plus 90% of the target's missing health. So if Neil's at 50% health, the raid is going to take like 600k. It's going to one-shot everyone.
So I was dispelling the despair, and then I thought that I wasn't supposed to.
No, so the dispel that's happening should be happening on me. It's what comes from the Void Ascendants, the Annihilation. That one stacks up.
That beam?
It's that large, yeah, it's that large beam. It does tons of damage to me, and then over time it just increases.
Second phase?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have not been doing that.
No, the big
Actually, yeah,
beamy
you're
guys, they do a beam, and it gets up to 20 stacks. You want to be dispelling in the middle so it doesn't get like above 10.
I don't know how often despair comes in, but it's pretty.
After every 5, after every breath.
After every breath.
I think I have been dispelling that. I just don't think I'm quick enough.
It's not that you're dispelling. The dispel is the annihilation, the thing that's going to be happening to me.
So I'll set you as my target instead of Neil. Sorry, Neil.
Well, he'll have as well, just not at first.
We'll call out like we did for the decaying strike for when the tank has the despair debuff, and like at that point it's kind of like we need one healer especially to just tunnel Neil or whoever's tanking. No, but you guys don't swap.
We will swap, but it's a long time in between swaps.
So keep Neil focused then.
For this first part, yeah.
Apologize. I just didn't want to get confused to what I'm supposed to dispel and not.
There should only be one thing to dispel, and it's you should just dispel it. I mean, dispelling it surely is not terrible.
There's stuff that comes on everybody else too for dispels. Am I not supposed to be doing that?
No one should be being hit by something in this phase.
Yeah, that's most likely people getting hit by the annihilation beam.
Alright, so I'll just let him die. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I just didn't want to waste the dispel because I have an 8-second cooldown. I don't want to miss what I'm actually supposed to be doing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple?
Watch out for the breath.
Watch out for the beam. So this will be what I need dispelled about halfway through. There's the breath on the tank again, so yeah, it'll happen after every breath.
2, 1.
Ads are out.
Stop the spitefuls. Get the encroaching shadows
Neil
out.
has despair, top him off.
Over towards the wall, beast.
We want to be dropping those pools towards the wall so we can move out towards it. From it.
2, 1.
Ads coming in from the back.
There's your orb there, Neil.
Alright, she's gonna be coming down the middle. Staying green.
Don't stand in this beam.
Alright, she's coming down this section. Get to green. Or blue. Blue, 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 blue. Alright, she's coming down the mid. Get down green, green again.
So I'll take it after the second set of ads spawn.
4, 3, 2.
Over to
Alright,
the
get
wall.
these shadows out. We want to start taking the area directly on our side now. Fill up this empty space. Careful going too far forward with the breath.
I'm gonna take it now.
Ad's coming in from in front. Alright, encroaching shadows, keep those out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh man.
Alright, one more set of ads. You can run these to X, these dark circles. Alright, she's coming down green. Everyone towards get to blue or X. You want to be dropping these circles along the wall. Alright, she's coming down blue. Everyone get to X. What?
Well.
Well, at least I got my dispel off.
I got train up.
No one release.
She Jedi mind tricked you.
She karate chopped you to the face.
Psych.
Also, everyone be mindful of getting in front of Vexiona and the beams, but especially Vexiona because the debuff from her breath is going to be permanent, and it'll last the entire fight. And that same debuff is going to be stacking in the final phase, so you'll be taking that much more damage during that final ramp up. So just be careful you're not getting too far in front of her. And with that, for the second time she comes down, can we get her a little bit closer towards X? Other than that, that was great space management. The pools were, for the most part, dropped fairly well. I don't think anyone screwed up. Alright, everyone pre-pot.
2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple?
Alright, shadows out. Dispels on Tau. Dispels out, or shadows out.
Ads in the back.
Shadows out. Let's work on these ads. Alright, shadows out.
2, 1.
Ads are coming in from the front. Alright, shadows out. She's going to be phasing soon. Alright, focus on this ascendant. Alright, she's going to be going green first. Everyone hang out mid. Blue.
Don't stand in front.
Alright, she's coming down the middle now. Get to X. Alright, she's coming down X now. Get to mid.
Oh, my bad.
Alright. Get these shadows out. Gonna be getting beast up.
Watch for the soul carvers. And to take it off you in a sec. Right after the next breath.
Alright, ads are coming out from the shadowy area.
Good boss.
Get these encroaching shadows out. Shadows out.
So use your extra action button on the next set of ads that try and get them like as they spawn. So once you see the portal.
Ads are coming from the back. Be mindful of the beam. Shadows out. Alright, she's coming down the mid. Get to X or blue.
That was the boy.
You mean X or green?
Yeah, X or green.
I need to learn how to figure out instead of relying on you. Sorry.
Always listen to the first thing I say. So I said first get out of mid, then I called the wrong color. Well, I called one right color.
If you just look your camera up, you can see she'll hover in the middle and then she'll go line up with the lane.
I wonder if we set focus the boss, like will we be able to see on the minimap where she is? I never tried that.
Probably not with enough accuracy to tell which lane she's coming down.
There might be a weak word that tracks that.
Possibly. I could see that being one of the things though that Blizzard kind of purposely programs not to be tracked.
Sure.
Do you have a new mic?
No, I got a new computer, and the way I had to hook up this mic sucks. So I got to figure out why it's not working the way I had it before.
Sounds like you're in a tunnel.
I know, I've heard that too.
Are you sure it's plugged in right?
Almost positive, yeah. I think it's a driver issue.
It sounds like it's just really far from you.
Now it's on my head. Just, I don't know.
Sounds like it's trying to use a mic from like your computer or something instead of that actual microphone.
Oh, you know what? Are they noise canceling? If they are, you might have that reduced down too far. Sometimes when you have it, your noise canceling up too high, you have to like talk a lot louder for it to pick up the voice better.
If you have a USB 2.0 or 3.0, sometimes that for my computer, if I plug the mic in the wrong one, that does a thing. Alright, yeah, this is just learning the dance of the dragon. We're dancing with dragons, if you will.
You're so funny.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to
Alright, encourage. Whoa.
That was the tank taking.
What the hell?
I feel like she did that on purpose.
That
How
was
the
a
hell can I
very
do-
evil laugh. Yeah, get them healers.
Res a healer. Yeah. Don't.
I got
don't.
shredded.
Don't release.
all who violate this temple shall.
Yeah, that's the tanking one.
So he was not topped off.
Yeah. Everyone took 1.3 million.
I only took 400,000.
That hurt a little bit.
That'll leave a mark.
Sorry, some of the top people took over 1 million.
That's a little dent in the wall behind me.
I wonder why some people took 1 million and some people only took 500k.
50% reduction.
Details says I took over 1 million, but my death log says I took 600,000, so I don't know.
I only took 400k.
You might want to take a picture of this. Tau is above healing on most healers. What?
Well, we didn't get very far.
Shh, shh, shh. I'm trying to boost his ego.
He doesn't need that.
Even I say I don't need that.
And they were missing one.
Here comes one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to
Shadows out. Shadows out. Ads are coming from the front. Shadows out. Big heals on Herschel. Shadows out. Shadows out. Alright, she's coming down green. Get to blue or X. Alright, she's coming down the mid. Get towards green or X. Alright, she's coming down X. Get to blue or green.
I shall rip you apart myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, get these shadows out.
Cats in the back.
Okay, make sure you're using your innervate as much as you
Zip innervated.
Oh, if you guys need an innervate, just say something and I'll innervate you. I forget I have the ability.
Are you? Would you able to get a healer up?
I died too.
All who violate this temple shall.
Everybody's dead.
So how can we prevent that from happening? Because I've been I have been keeping my eye very closely on Neil and keeping him topped off.
I can stand him too.
We took a large chunk of damage at the start because he had ads. I don't know why that one specifically went off because he was tanking ads earlier and we didn't take that much damage. And that one happened just before the ad spawned, or just after the ad spawned, I guess.
There was nothing that would have given him like all kinds of damage at like one shot.
Well, I also had no cooldowns either. I had to blow them when she was up in the air, and I was tanking all the ads.
I know, but I thought that it was we all took all that damage because he wasn't topped off. It was, but
yeah, Despair went off. He was at approximately 60% health.
Hey, Vit.
You killed me.
Yeah.
Then.
You're the best tank healer we got. And you like do a triple check on Neil?
Yeah.
Who else can innervate?
I can.
Who's that?
Ask McDonald.
Jotro, can you too or not?
He said he would, yeah.
Okay, can McDonald keep innervating Nev, and then Jotro, can you innervate Bit, and then Tail or Trinket?
Okay. When do you want me to innervate Nev? Just on cooldown or?
Yeah.
Whenever it's on cooldown.
Okay.
This fight takes a lot of mana.
Probably like when the first set of ads come out, because clearly on pull, nothing's happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, first set of ads, and then from then on out on cooldown. Got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I make a new details box?
Go up to new window.
I got it. I found it.
Can y'all call out if you see you have that debuff, and that'll help too, maybe.
The shadow debuff?
No, the tank one.
It looks like it happens after every breath.
It's like every other, actually.
How dare you defile this temple?
Like now I have it.
Dispel on Tau.
Innervate on Nip.
Life innervated.
You can just keep innervating the.
Got it.
Big heals to Herschel. Alright, looks like one more set of ads coming out from the back. Alright, be mindful of where she is. Be mindful of the Annihilator's beam. Alright, she's coming down green, get to blue. Alright, she's coming down blue, get to green. Alright, and everyone meet on blue. Keep taking these shadows out.
I shall rip you apart myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shadows to the wall. Oh,
As they're coming out.
Oh, you got bopped.
Ooh.
Yeah, turn it.
Bit don't bop without calling it up, but if he loses aggro.
It's an accident.
Alright. I'll pick it up after the next breath that happens.
I'll be getting despair after this breath.
Kill that one who's about to transition. Okay.
Fuck.
Drops a puddle right there.
Wipe it, res a healer.
I got Soulstone.
No one release.
You'll probably have to run into the middle of the spot.
I got Trend too.
Faithful servant, show these unbelievers how all who violate this temple shall perish.
Thanks, Quinn. You dropped that shit right on my head, dude. I was fainted.
When would you prefer to taunt swap, Neil? Would you after the first set or the second set of ads?
I've been up to stack 45, so, and that hasn't killed me. So that's whenever you want to.
I think I'll do it a little bit earlier for that despair that happened there.
And we were able to heal through the first one.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Hey, Tal, let me ask you a quick question. It happened to me twice, and I really do take more damage. If the shadows overlap, you take more damage than if you're singular by yourself. At least that's what I'm experiencing, and people are like dropping it right next to each other, overlapping, and they're requiring a lot more healing.
Did I put a feast down? No, I didn't.
Yeah, that would, you probably don't want to overlap, stand in them right now. During the second phase, we'll need to do that because you actually have to kind of drop it off together. But yeah, you shouldn't be, both people shouldn't be dropping them at the same spot. And if you are gonna overlap with another one that's already dropped, pop a cooldown, or just make sure you're kind of topped off and it's only for half a second that you pop in and pop out.
Yeah, and for the most part, we're going to be using, there's plenty of space, like don't worry about stacking up on people. And yeah, Bunty made a point, it does do ticking damage before the pool is dropped, so just run out as soon as you get it. This fight's more about just placing these pools so that we have as much space to play as possible. We still have enough space where we don't have to be stacked up on one another, taking extra damage.
Yeah, intellect.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple!
Despair.
Big heals on Herschel. The shadows out. Do not be in front of the boss. You will get hit by the breath.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
That's
Despair.
Big heals to Herschel. Take these shadows out. Zip innervated. Shadows out. Probably one more set of ads and then she'll be phasing. Get these shadows out. Alright, she's going up.
My chosen, destroy this filth.
Focus the Ascendant.
Beware.
She's gonna be coming down green. Everyone get to blue. She's gonna be coming down blue. Get to red. She's going down green. So get to blue.
Sorry.
Get these shadows to a wall. Finish off this Ascendant. If you can, take her to where I'm standing.
Where are you standing?
I'm jumping. Right here. You're good. Now just turn her. Alright, everyone take these shadows out. We have all this space now behind us to play. Big heals to Herschel. Encroaching shadows out.
I'm gonna take it now.
You didn't get your thingy.
Shadows out. We have this whole wall that we started with to fill too, guys.
There's a tank orb.
Yeah, I'll
Shadows
go.
out.
I don't think they dissipate.
Shadows out.
So use your breath thing on the next set of ads that come.
2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me.
Alright, we got ads coming from her face. Keep these shadows out. Alright, she's coming down the mid. Get to red. Alright, she's coming down red. Get to blue. She's coming down blue. Get to green. Never mind.
I shall rip you apart myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stall for 15 seconds.
I have despair.
Alright, no one release. I'm rezzing Nev. Again, do not release. We have a battle res. Do not release.
All who violate this temple shall perish.
You might want to move life.
What was that just the lane breath that was taking people out, or was that something else?
Yeah, it's just breath.
They got a lot of the raid got that debuff.
Can we get a
That's
repair?
from being in front of the
Spiteful Assault also took a lot of people out. Second, third, and fourth death were from Spiteful Assaults.
Someone said they needed a repair.
I do. I didn't
I'll
say it
drop
though.
one back here.
We got one.
Oh.
So for transition phases, everyone kind of try and stay on this side of these markers. The tank will try and face the beam towards the other side, so that not everybody's getting hit by the Twilight Devastation. Because we have no matter what, we'll have a Void Ascendant up during the transition.
Yeah, for pretty much this whole fight, we want to be to this side of her for the first phase at least, on this side of her or on the back. I noticed we're filling up this back lane really fast, so if we're trying to fill in this corner and then also move out this way. For the second time when she comes down, she'll be slid a little further the other way, so we won't have to be worrying about her breath. But yeah, for the most part, don't be on the other side of her, just be on this side and towards the back, and just filling in all of this section. Because I noticed for that last pool, the green lane got pretty much filled up with shadows. So we also want to show love to this wall.
The master surveyed his kingdom and found it leaking. His judgment was swift and without mercy. Death to all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? I will tear your soul to shreds.
Get these echoes out. Shadows out. Ads are up. Shadows out.
Despair.
Four, three, two, one.
Ads are coming out, then she's gonna be phasing. Again, we're hanging out on this side where she was being tanked. She's coming down mid, get to green. She's coming down green, get to mid. Get these shadows out.
Don't stand in front of the ad.
She's coming down mid, get to X. Resing life boon, wipe it.
I wasn't even in it and I still died.
2, 1.
That breath overlaps a bit. Whatever lane she's going down. Will overlap on the other side.
Yeah.
The repair's still up.
Alright, let's take a little quick break. Do a quick 5.
Is it alright if I go? I have work in the morning and I tried going to 10:30 last night and that was just a little...
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the raid. Hope you guys clear it tonight. Or at least get this boss down. Alright, good night.
Night.
Right.
Leroy Jenkins.
Are you there, Vit? Are you AFK?
He's AFK, but I whispered him.
Oh. I like this troll model. Is this the Zandalari troll model?
It's just like a high-res troll.
Do the females normally stand up that straight?
Night Quinn.
I love how people still dance while sitting on the ground. I remember when they first implemented that, or first like took your upper body away from being attached to your lower body. I was playing a Draenei priest, and if I levitated, danced, and spun my character, my lower body would stay still, levitating, and then my upper body would like rotate around. It was fucking hilarious.
God.
It was hilarious. Yeah, like the leg switches, it was completely detached. It just didn't work at all. Oh, I can't remove Quinn. Neo's the only one that can remove Quinn.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just already checked to see who's back.
What happened, Quinn?
Sorry? Oh, Quinn also had to go.
Yeah, Tal booted him for his DPS being low.
Sucker.
Your raid warning's confusing.
DPS for me?
Yeah. If you don't mind.
Do you need a
Summon
flask
me?
bit?
No, I have flask. Can you summon me though?
Yeah. We'd have to run outside.
Oh, no.
You need a book?
A baton.
No.
You need to reforge.
Is it Azurite pieces or just like essences and stuff?
An Azurite piece. I didn't have enough of the, what is that called? Of the expulsum to make my new helm, so I destroyed one of my helms to make it. So now I'm back to one helm.
I have a tome that you can change your Azurite essences.
It's the traits.
Oh.
Alright, Vit, let us know when. Do you have war mode on?
No. Do you?
No.
I foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
Okay, ready.
Gonna take a sec.
If I zone in, will it just put me where we normally go when we die?
It'll put you at the halfway point.
Yeah, it'll put you in after the first 3.
If we down it this next time, that's gonna give us all some game time.
He was trying to give it out last night.
Right.
You have flap, right?
Yep.
Do you think we can make it the whole way?
Oh, I know I can't.
Oh no, definitely not.
Although...
They should just let engineers make portals. That's all. We can make portals for ourselves once in a while.
Engineering always gets a lot already. Something else should probably get it.
No. We should do it, and when they arrive, they die.
Alchemy, drink a potion, you can go wherever you want.
If anything, they should probably give it to like inscription.
The Black Empire rises in Uldum. We must push it back before it is too late.
Nobody cares about inscription.
Archaeology.
Oh god, that would be even worse.
First aid.
Be digging holes everywhere. Somebody just appears up out of the ground.
You make a hole in our reality, and then you close it up with a band-aid.
You still on the
Instant
load?
summon.
Yeah. Let me guess who's
I'm
walking
here.
in the door.
We'll
Now we can run together.
Damn it. Not even a little bit.
Thank you, though. I need 40 expulsum to make my second helm. We should be able to solo normal dungeons, right?
Maybe.
I was looking for a group yesterday to get some gear, but I had to share it with the others. But I think I can solo it.
So remember just to save stuns and stuff for when the Spitefuls are doing their There's no point in stunning them before that.
Who turned me into a turkey?
You just noticed that?
Yes, and
It wasn't me, but I noticed that before.
I mean, I dealt with the witch, but
Oh, the witch is me. Every time.
Alright, y'all, with a little proportionizing, we're doing something different, so.
4, 3,
Go team.
2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? Your spirit shatters!
Shadows out. Shadows out. Got ads coming from the back. Shadows out. One more set of ads, and then she's going to be facing. Just careful with the shadows. Good job with the shadows. Focus the Ascendant. She's coming down green. Everyone get the blue. She's coming down blue. Get to red. Getting Neveruni. Innervating Zibberuni. Alright, you can turn her now. Shadows out. Ads out.
I'll take it after this breath.
Shadows out, ads coming out. Coming out from her other side.
Despair on top.
Shadows out. Shadows out. Don't forget to love this wall we started on.
He's using
Ads
his
are
beam,
out.
Be careful.
Shadows out. She's coming down the middle. Get to X. Watch the beam. She's coming down X. Get to blue. She's coming down. Blue, get to X. Finish off this Ascendant. Take these shadows to the edge. Keep her where she is. Just keep her face not at us.
Trying to face the wall on the
Alright,
side.
she's turning the other way. We got ads out. Take these shadows out.
They're on.
How many stacks you got?
I'm good. I'm only at 17.
Do you
Get
have,
these shadows out.
I have.
Not go in front of the boss.
I'll grab this one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, we love this wall that we started on. Ads are coming out from the side. Zip innervated. Shadows out. Go up against that wall.
I need to use my thing on this ad set.
Ads are coming out. Watch out for the beam. She's coming down the middle. Get to X. She's coming down X. Meet at the middle.
Try and get some interrupts on these ads here.
She's coming down the middle. Get to green. See guys, this is why I'm saying to use up that other wall, because all of green is practically occupied with this shadow stuff.
I got the boss.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Got another void up.
Zip, go run into something and die. This Tau, don't take that.
No spare on me.
Oh no.
Killed everybody.
Can you res someone, Neil?
I have no room power right now.
Okay.
This temple shall perish.
That was further.
Yeah, it was much better. Got her down further. It's just, again, this is all about the pool management, and we want to be filling up the room as we go, not just... Like, I know we start off filling that one corner, but we don't need to always keep filling that line, because that lane was just getting way filled with stuff.
Yeah, basically just instead of going up that wall, go along the side wall.
Oh, so you don't want us to drop it in like the middle, like the back middle of
Near the
green,
markers.
then.
No,
Away from the
yeah.
markers.
We want to be more working towards the markers, not... I mean, working towards them from the wall, not from the...
Side. Got it.
Yeah, not from the side.
Because I did drop the pool right in that mid area.
It's also if
green.
I know I saw a couple times where a breath was coming, so during the transition we also still get the encroaching shadows, and if you're dropping it on the side there, there's a good chance that you'll end up dying to a breath.
Yeah, you want to be sticking with, like, because if you're up against the wall dropping during that phase, you'd have to run that much further to a safe zone. But if you're doing it, like, along this wall, with the dead zombie jumping up and down, if you do it along this, then, like, you can still stay in line with the lanes and, like, be out of the way. So, like, if, like, she's coming down X, or if she's coming down blue, you only have to go, like, this far into X, instead of, like, all the way up against here to drop it, like, for in the green zone. A lot of people are doing this.
So right where her tail is where we're not supposed to be putting them.
We can as we fill up the room to that. It's just the problem was that was filling up to that before we were filling up with the room.
So you'd rather us come off of the wall further than go around to that side?
Yeah, and that's why we're kind of starting her here in this corner. Then we're taking her a bit further here so that we can drop them along there. And if we need to go one more time, like that last time, we turned her the other way, and then we can do all this back corner.
And that was, I mean, that was 52%, so she's phasing not too long after that.
Yeah, that's like a few more. That's probably after that phase. That might have been enough.
Could we get 4?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! Your spirit shatters!
Shadows out. Shadows out. Ads are coming out from the corner. Shadows out.
Chains did not interrupt that, apparently.
Shadows out.
3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Ads are coming and she's transitioning. Shadows out.
My chosen, destroy this filth!
Alright, she's coming down green. Everyone get to blue. She's coming down red. Everyone stay in blue. Stay where we are. Take these shadows down. She's coming down blue. Get to your axe. Resing zip. Everyone stand in front of the boss.
4,
Don't take it.
2, 1.
I was just gonna say, if we call one side, but you can't get to that side, and you can go on the other, just do that instead. It's more important just to avoid the breath.
Also for that, when she's up in the air phase, we don't need to be all towards the middle. We can also be towards towards this wall, because I saw some people had encroaching shadows and they're running from all the way to mid to drop puddles over here. But the whole idea of it is that we're kind of using as little running as possible. So instead of taking it like all the way to the marks, try and like split the difference. I know tanks might have to get it out there a little bit further just to make sure that one beam isn't heading everyone, but for the most part, if you're ranged at least, try and hang back here. Also, when we're pulling her, we don't need to get her that close to the wall. Let's try and like get her here-ish instead of, well, like here-ish. I feel like right now she's just like right up against the wall. We don't.
For the first phase or the second one? Or like, sorry, first phase or the second first phase?
For the first phase.
Okay.
Is it me, or in the second phase when she comes down again? Or is it faster? Because I didn't cast anything, and I still didn't have enough time to get to F.
So
Whatever side she's coming down will be the side that will come faster. So like it might help to guess then for some people run diagonally, because like as she's like coming down, like say she's coming down this way. I don't know, I'm trying to think. But no, say she's coming down from the other way. We would all be running like dagger. I don't know how to explain
I
that.
get it, yeah.
It's just, yeah, whatever side she starts on, you'll have less time to move. So if you need to move, just think like, okay, she just came from this side. I need to get from the other, get close to the side she just came from, and then switch.
yeah, that's why the middle is kind of the best place, but you don't have to get right up in the middle.
Actually, yeah, fuck what I said about dropping it along this wall that we love to love on, but just drop her on the side for that phase. So we'll leave that as the designated middle. She's flying back and forth drop zones. Other than that, love on this wall. Twerk on it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple!
Careful for the breath. Furious?
No.
Oh, Neil's got it. Oh my god.
Sorry, not my fault, but kind
I need to be dispelled when the annihilation's going off.
Yeah, I had shadows, sorry.
I'm getting to 20 stacks almost every time.
I died to the annihilation stuff.
I just got you twice. No, I just
Can't hear what you're saying though.
He said he dispelled him twice, and then he said no, he didn't. I had the shadows. I was too far away. But normally I'm on top of it.
Yeah, Neil was dispelled 3 times. But even more just this attempt. Most attempts I'm getting up to 20.
I've been looking there, and there's nothing to, like, as soon as you come up, I'm dispelling you. And then when I seen that your stacks were at like 20, there was nothing to dispel.
Was your dispel on cooldown?
No, it'll click, it'll like roll a little timer thing on your icon. Maybe I need to, I don't know.
I mean, if it's at 20 stacks, then that is what needs to be dispelled.
Yeah.
So you're dispelling your earlier.
I'm dispelling you about 6.
10 to 12.
Okay.
This will probably be the last pull for the. Just make sure you're avoiding. I think once we kind of get through all the the phase 1 stuff, a lot of our deaths are coming from the Twilight or the breath. So just make sure you're avoiding that. I know Trin's calling it out, but it's a little bit more of a personal responsibility thing. If you need to slow DPS so you can kind of watch where she comes, just make sure surviving that is more important than killing the ads faster.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! Your spirit shatters!
Shadows out.
So dispel now. Yeah, I got up 20 stacks again.
It was really quick when I looked at it for 10.
Oh, it's like a 5-second channel that stacks up to 20.
Shadows out.
Yeah, that was good.
Ads are out.
Damn that tank thing.
Is it spiteful assault?
That did what?
Is that what killed us?
No, that was the tank one again.
No, I got killed by spiteful assault.
Oh, yeah, you did. Everyone else right after you. Or I guess Tag, you were finished off by.
Oh, the food's gone.
That was last pull, no? Or yes?
Yeah, I gotta get going to work. Thanks for coming, everyone. We'll get this one.
Have a good night, Tal.